Holy crap, look at this traffic jam. This is the 15 heading back to Vegas from Rancho Cucamonga in Southern California. And this is what the traffic looks like in Southern California. I don't know if there was an accident or what's going on. I'm assuming there's an accident. But that's the thing that really sucks about living in a major city like LA or any major metropolitan area, really. I mean, DC, New York, Chicago, whatever. The traffic just sucks. I mean, you have one accident, a major accident, or some kind of natural disaster or whatever the situation is, and you need to get out or get out of town or maybe get home or whatever it is your situation is, the freeway systems can get jammed up in a heartbeat and you're stuck. And if you don't have enough gas, you could run out of gas right here on the road and you have to walk and get your bug out bag and start walking. And that's one of the reasons why I like to always keep my vehicle full if possible. I know sometimes I get lazy and I don't, but for the most part I try to keep my tank full. And I always like to have an emergency supply of gear in my vehicle, which I do have. I have a backpack with all my gear. So if I had to walk on foot, you know, and get out of the vehicle and abandon my vehicle, I could do it. I usually have a kick scooter, believe it or not. I know it sounds funny, but a kid's Razor kick scooter is fantastic because it's tiny, doesn't take up much space, but you use that to get from point A to point B, say 5 miles, 10 miles, whatever. You can do that fairly quickly on a kick scooter, believe it or not, because you got wheels. They're tiny wheels, but hey, if it's paved, you're good to go. You can travel at about 15 miles an hour on those things, depending on how smooth the ground is, versus 2 or 3 miles an hour on your feet, which would take forever. And then also, it's probably a good idea to have a vehicle that is a little bit capable off-road. So if you had to go down this embankment and find an alternate way to get away off this asphalt death trap, you could do that. Some cars don't have a lot of ground clearance, like these you know, these 4-door and 2-door passenger vehicles. They can't really go very far off-road, and you hit a little ditch or something and you're stuck because they only have, what, 2-wheel drive, and they don't have locking differential, so it really is just one-wheel drive, a one-wheel peel. So you can't really go far off-road in a passenger car. But you get a 4-wheel drive vehicle with a little bit of ground clearance, or even an all-wheel drive vehicle with a little bit of ground clearance, and that can get you out of the asphalt death trap a little bit better than a passenger car. And then also too, motorcycles. You just saw that bike just split lanes. You can do that no problem. Motorcycles never have to worry about getting stuck in traffic, so that's always a good option too. But you know, I've got my little son with me and we got a bunch of gear in the back, so obviously motorcycle is not really an option for me. This is also an example of what it would look like in a natural disaster. You know, say there was I don't know, some kind of major event where everybody's bugging out, trying to get to the mountains, get someplace safe, get out of the area because for whatever reason the city is compromised, and everybody's trying to get out at the same time. Probably one of the keys to escaping the city is to be aware that something's coming and leave early so you can bypass all this crap. Don't procrastinate. If you're gonna bug out soon. If you're not gonna bug out soon, then stay home and let everybody else die on the freeways or get trapped on the freeways. Don't get caught up in this mess. Just stay in, bug in. It's actually better to stay home if you have that option. But yeah, this is a perfect example of how the freeways can just get jammed up. It's crazy. If your vehicle was stuck in this kind of situation where you can't go to the left because there's a big Jersey wall there and your vehicle's not getting over that, and you can't go to the right because you have this embankment with a ditch and then a fence, could your vehicle get out of here? I guess you could. If you really wanted to go on the side, you could go on the side here. In a major event, I'm sure everybody would be trying to go on the shoulder here. Could your vehicle go make it down this embankment, through that ditch, and break through that chain link fence? That's where a 4-wheel drive vehicle may actually be a good idea to have, because most of these cars, like this car in front of me, or even that 2-wheel drive Toyota pickup, none of these cars can make it down this embankment through that ditch and break through that chain link fence to get to freedom out there. None of them can do that. So for those of you guys out there that have four-wheel drives, hey, that's a big thumbs up right there. That's a good idea. That's a good reason to have one. But again, though, those four-wheel drive vehicles don't make for very good daily drivers. So I don't know. It's a give and take. What can you afford to drive 5 days a week, but also be off-road capable? I don't know. What do you guys think? I got stuck in LA traffic. This sucks.